We're breathing here, fellas, right? We're breathing. We're breathing. Use that nose. Cold air intake.
My name is Mike Condon. We're at Montreal Development Camp, and I'm coming up here this week to work with the goalies and talk with players. It's been 10 years, almost to the day, since I was here. I was looking forward to it a lot. I've stayed in contact with Marco Marciano and Vincent Riendo over the years. They were so kind to me, and they were the ones who developed me when I was in the American League in Hamilton. When the Montreal Canadiens call, you better answer. So I was more than excited to come up here, and not only that, but just to see all the people that are still here, the trainers, the equipment managers. Even after 10 years, there's still a lot of people here that were here when I was here. So yeah, it's been a great experience thus far.
What nasty curve you got?
I'm Anderson today. I don't play like him though. What are we saying to ourselves when we're starting this? You guys giving yourselves there's a lot of instruction. What are you saying to yourself? What's in your head when you're starting the drill? Anything?
One thing at a time.
One thing, yeah.
I focus on the first pass. All right, now it's done.
It always helps. There's so many things to think about. It's about picking like one thing that your brain understands. So it's like, you could have 17 cues out here, but it's like, beat the puck with my eyes. Is that the one thing we're doing? Your brain understands that and knows how to do it.
Me, it's like playing the shot and the pass. I don't know.
Overlap or all
I don't know if I should go like almost like RV.
I was always like a half inch outside the post, because how do you generate force with your leg inside without like, you know?
My background in psychology and mental performance was really forced upon me. You need to invest in that when you're playing. I did a lot of trial and error when I played, and as I sit here, I can reflect and think about, you know, I didn't need to suffer that much. And in my experience too, I saw, you know, not only myself, but a lot of other athletes suffering, and it was kind of a call to go back to school, get my master's degree in counseling psychology, so that's how to be a therapist and how to communicate with people. And also what theory says about how do humans perform at their best. So I took what I know in my experience in playing the game, and I kind of referenced it with what the book says, so to speak. And I feel very confident in my ability to just, at the very least, provide shelter and a safe space for people to vent their feelings, their emotions, and also some tangible things that they can do to make their experience a little bit easier.
The biggest thing is how you find the puck. You're tall guys, you want to be searching high, but then there's time to get low. Or you're a bigger guy, you're looking around. But at the next level, it's like, if you look the wrong way, you guys probably know that already. If you look the wrong way, that thing is already on the way and you're making a blind save. So it's like that pre-math, showing your brain where to look, makes a big difference of what you're going to do. How are you with blades and hands and reading shots and everything? That's the hard thing, like how do you learn that? How do you teach that? Like older guys like Craig Anderson on breakaways, he wouldn't look at the puck on the blade. He would only look at the top hand and their eyes. And he knew where guys were shooting every time.
I would just say, I mean, there's so much teaching here, there's so much to learn. It's going to be different for every guy. It could be one little technical skill on the ice. But from my perspective, it's just maybe one thing they can do for themselves away from the rink. Because playing the game is really only 5% of the season. The game is only 2 hours, but it's a long day. One mental skill, one perspective can change the way we all operate. And it's just a matter of setting that menu out for them and being like, which one do you think would benefit you the most? Go try that. It may not work, but at least you're one step closer to knowing what will work.
Work. Q. Good job, Q. Nice job. Thanks. No problem. Yeah, out of show. What's that mean, all right?